Welcome back. Today we are diving deep into the world of United Kingdom 1 penny coins, where history, rarity, and collector passion collide. Over the years, the humble 1 penny has transformed from a common coin to a potential treasure trove, especially if you own one of the most valuable and rare versions. Whether it's due to a minting error, a low mintage year, or simply surviving in excellent condition, some of these coins can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars on today's collector market. Let's take a look at the top 5 most valuable UK 1 penny coins, their condition impact, mint marks, and why collectors are willing to pay big money for them. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 1 penny from the year 1913. Even in dirty or worn condition, this incredible coin holds a strong and growing demand in today's auction markets. So if you've got one tucked away or thinking about adding it to your collection, you're about to find out why this coin might just be far more valuable than you think. Let's begin by looking at the rich history and background of the 1913 UK 1 penny. This coin was minted during the reign of King George V, a period known for its strong royal legacy and global influence. 1913 was a year just before World War I, which adds even more historical value to this coin. Coins from this era are symbols of a rapidly changing world, and they carry the memory of the British Empire at its peak. The 1913 penny was part of the bronze coinage system and was widely used throughout the United Kingdom and in parts of the British Commonwealth. What truly sets the 1913 1 penny apart are its unique features. This coin features a beautifully detailed portrait of King George V on the obverse side, with his royal title inscribed around it. On the reverse, the iconic image of Britannia sitting with a trident and shield captures the strength and dignity of the British nation. Even when found in dirty or circulated condition, the design and detail often remain visible and are appreciated by both beginners and seasoned collectors. The size, weight, and reddish-brown patina of the original bronze also give the coin a vintage charm that makes it highly desirable. Now let's talk about rarity and collector demand. While many of these coins were minted, very few have survived the passage of over a century in any condition. Most that do surface are heavily worn or damaged, yet collectors around the world are hunting for them. Surprisingly, coins even in dirty or corroded condition are commanding strong interest, because they represent untapped potential. Many can be professionally cleaned and graded, instantly increasing their value. The coin's age, historic importance, and relatively low surviving population make it an attractive target for collectors looking to complete their George V penny sets or build a strong British pre-decimal coin portfolio. So what's the current market value for the 1913 1 penny in dirty condition? You might be surprised to learn that in 2025's rare coin auctions, even circulated examples are fetching impressive dollar values. Depending on the coin's eye appeal and originality, prices can range from $124,000 for dirty or worn specimens. Coins that are properly conserved and graded can shoot up in value to over $200, and pristine, high-grade examples have been known to sell for hundreds more. With interest in British coins booming globally, this is a great time to evaluate what you might have in your hands. If you're a collector or someone who has inherited old coins, here are some tips for maximizing the value of your 1913 penny. First, don't rush to clean it yourself. Improper cleaning can reduce its value. Instead, consult a professional coin dealer or numismatist. Secondly, store the coin in a dry, safe place using a protective holder. Even dirty coins should be protected from further environmental damage. And finally, keep your eye on the auction market. Many collectors are actively searching for coins from this exact period, meaning the demand is strong and growing. To conclude, the 1913 United Kingdom 1 penny is far more than just a piece of bronze. It's a piece of British history with strong collector value. Even in dirty or circulated condition, it holds great promise for those who understand its rarity and appeal. Whether you're a passionate numismatist or just discovering the world of rare coins, the 1913 penny is a gem worth recognizing. Its historical weight, artistic detail, and rising auction value make it a must-have for serious collectors. If you've got one, you may be holding on to something truly special, so don't overlook it. Next up, the legendary United Kingdom 1 penny from the year 1921 in fine condition. This coin has been creating a wave of excitement in the collector's market, and its value in today's auction houses has surprised even seasoned numismatists. If you're holding on to this treasure, or thinking of adding one to your collection, you'll want to watch this video till the end. Let's uncover why the 1921 one penny is in such high demand and what makes it a valuable asset in the dollar market today. The story of the 1921 one penny begins during a significant time in British history. After the turbulence of World War I, Britain entered the 1920s, a period of transition and recovery. Coin production resumed after war restrictions, and mints began to focus on quality and mass distribution again. The 1921 penny, struck under the reign of King George V, represents that era of revival and holds strong historical importance. These coins were minted in large quantities, but today, very few survive in high grade or even fine condition, making them desirable for collectors worldwide. The coin reflects the craftsmanship of early 20th century British minting and serves as a reminder of the empire's strength and continuity in that era. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1921 one penny lies in its design and detailing. The obverse side features a left-facing portrait of King George V, elegantly inscribed with George Ives V. Dei Gra, Brit, OMN, Rex Fid, Def, Ind, Imp, a Latin inscription affirming his titles. The reverse displays the powerful figure of Britannia seated with her trident and shield, symbolizing naval dominance and British pride. The artistry and balance of this coin make it a masterpiece. Even in fine condition, the details in the crown, beard of the king, and folds of Britannia's robe are often still visible, which adds immense value and character to the coin. While millions of these coins were minted, their survival rate in collectible condition is astonishingly low. Most have either worn down completely or have been melted and lost over the decades. This makes any 1921 one penny in fine or better condition a rare find in today's world. Collectors are actively searching for well-preserved examples to complete their King George V collections. In fine condition, this coin strikes a perfect balance between affordability and historical value, making it a hot item in the collector community. The rarity increases further when we consider demand outside the UK, particularly in the United States and Canada, where British coin collecting has been gaining momentum rapidly. The market value of the 1921 one penny in fine condition has seen a significant rise in recent years. Depending on the sharpness of its details, strike quality, and surface tone, the coin can fetch between $326,000 or more in today's auctions. In many collector circles, examples have been known to sell for even higher amounts if they come with provenance or appear as part of full historical sets. When framed with proper lighting and certified by reputable grading companies, the same penny can often double in value on international auction platforms. That's the kind of appreciation this coin is enjoying in the current numismatic market, especially among those who understand the value of early 20th century British coins. For collectors looking to acquire or maintain this coin, here are some essential tips. Always look for a clean strike where the king's facial features are distinct and Britannia's details are at least partially visible. Avoid coins with deep scratches or corrosion. Getting the coin authenticated and graded by NGC or PCGS can increase its marketability and value. Store it in a cool, dry place inside acid-free sleeves or slabs. And always keep an eye on auction sites, coin fairs, and estate sales where these gems may appear. Building relationships with trusted dealers can also give you early access to new listings or trade opportunities. In conclusion, the 1921 United Kingdom one penny in fine condition is far more than just an old coin. It is a piece of British history, a symbol of numismatic beauty, and a treasure with growing global demand. Its value continues to climb as more collectors worldwide recognize its rarity and historic charm. Whether you're holding one already or on the hunt for this remarkable coin, know that you're investing in a timeless piece with enduring significance and increasing dollar value. Stay tuned to our channel for more rare coin insights, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a valuable update. Next up, the United Kingdom one penny from the year 1928. Now, what makes this coin so exciting is that even in very bad condition, it continues to attract strong interest and high prices in the international collector's market. So if you've got one of these coins sitting in your old drawer, or tucked away in a forgotten box, you might be holding a little piece of history that carries a surprisingly big dollar value today. The story of the 1928 one penny begins during the reign of King George V, a time when the British Empire was still vast, and its coinage circulated across continents. Minted at the Royal Mint in London, this penny was part of the later coinage series under George V.S. rule. It was produced just before major changes were introduced in the British coinage system. The late 1920s were a turning point for the United Kingdom, both economically and politically, and coins from this era reflect that transformation. The 1928 penny, therefore, is more than just a coin. It's a historical marker from a unique period in Britain's past. When it comes to design, the 1928 penny carries all the traditional and iconic elements that collectors admire. On the obverse, we see the dignified portrait of King George V, facing left, surrounded by the Latin inscription proclaiming his title. The reverse features the legendary figure of Britannia, seated with her trident, shield, and helmet, a symbol of strength, naval dominance, and national pride. Despite the coin being in very bad condition, these classic design elements still hold immense sentimental and visual value. The overall layout, even when worn, continues to evoke the elegance of pre-war British minting. Now let's talk about rarity and condition. While the 1928 penny had a decent mintage at the time, not many of these coins have survived the nearly 100 years since their creation, especially not outside of the UK. And when we talk about rarity today, we don't only focus on mint condition coins. Even heavily circulated or worn examples are becoming scarce, especially those that have made it into private hands overseas. The bad condition doesn't lower the demand, it highlights the age and authenticity of the piece, often making it even more desirable for certain collectors who specialize in raw, untouched history. This coin has become a gem for collectors who are passionate about assembling complete historical sets or those who value raw historical aesthetics over perfection. Now let's get to the real excitement, the market value. In today's auction market, a 1928 United Kingdom 1 penny in very bad condition can still fetch a surprisingly high price. Depending on the visibility of the date, detail on Britannia, and the condition of King George V.S. profile, even low-grade coins have sold for $431,000 and sometimes even more in international auctions or collector-to-collector sales. In select cases, if the coin has historical provenance or is part of a rare batch, the value can rise to $10 or more, especially when collectors are competing for a missing piece in their sets. Remember, this is the price for coins in bad condition. That tells you just how much demand is still out there. For collectors, here's some helpful advice. Always look closely at the coin before cleaning or altering it. Natural wear and aging can actually add to its desirability. Make sure to store it in a dry, acid-free container to prevent further corrosion. Even if it looks too damaged, don't discard it. You might want to get it appraised by a numismatic expert or bring it to a coin show. Online marketplaces like eBay or heritage auctions are also great places to explore prices and list your coin for sale if you're interested in making a profit. And for those just starting out in coin collecting, this penny is a fantastic entry into British numismatics, a low investment with the potential for great returns and rich historical value. To conclude, the 1928 United Kingdom 1 penny in very bad condition is more than just an old coin, it's a valuable piece of British heritage that's still making waves in the collector's market today. Its unique combination of royal history, classic design, increasing scarcity, and steady market demand makes it a sought-after item, no matter the condition. So take a moment to look through your old coin stash. You might just uncover a rare treasure that's worth much more than you think. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny from the year 1918. Now, you might be wondering, how can a coin from over a century ago, especially in bad condition, hold any significant value today? Well, the answer lies in its incredible historical significance, rarity, and collector demand that continues to surge in today's auction market. Let's explore the journey of this extraordinary piece and uncover why it's still considered a golden opportunity for collectors and investors alike. The United Kingdom 1 penny 1918 holds a unique place in British numismatic history. This coin was struck during the reign of King George V, a period marked by World War I and tremendous global change. The 1918 penny was part of a wartime issue, making it more than just currency. It was a symbol of resilience and strength during one of the most turbulent times in world history. Coins from this era reflect not just monetary value but also the powerful emotions and stories tied to the war and post-war recovery. Every 1918 penny is a historical artifact that tells a piece of Britain's enduring legacy. What makes the 1918 one penny even more remarkable is its unique features. This coin was minted in both the Royal Mint in London and at the Heaton Mint in Birmingham, which is marked with a small h just below the date. The Heaton-minted pennies are especially rare and are in high demand among collectors. The coin features the portrait of King George V on the obverse, facing left, designed by Bertram McKennell. On the reverse, we see the iconic figure of Britannia seated with a trident and shield, a proud emblem of British strength and sovereignty. Despite age or surface wear, these design elements still shine through and hold immense appeal in the world of numismatics. Now let's talk about rarity and the condition of the coin. Even in bad condition, a 1918 one penny is no less valuable when you consider its historical importance and declining availability. Coins that have survived for over 100 years, even with wear, corrosion, or scratches, still have significant value in the collector's market. In fact, some collectors specifically hunt for low-grade examples to complete typesets or to acquire historic pieces at more accessible price points. The demand remains strong because of the limited number of genuine coins that have made it this far into the 21st century, especially ones that haven't been melted down or lost over time. In today's auction and collector market, the value of a United Kingdom one penny 1918 in bad condition can be surprisingly impressive. While pristine examples can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on mint marks and provenance, even coins in heavily worn condition can command anywhere from $134,000 or more depending on demand, buyer interest, and rarity specifics like the H mint mark. The emotional and historical appeal boosts its desirability, making even the most basic specimens attractive to collectors who understand the deeper value behind the coin. For collectors looking to add the 1918 penny to their collection, there are several important tips to keep in mind. Always verify the authenticity and check for the Heaton Mint H mark, which can significantly enhance the value. If the coin is in bad condition, avoid cleaning it as that can reduce its value. Collectors prefer original patina and surfaces, even if they're worn. Keep an eye on trusted online auctions, coin fairs, or dealers with good reputations. And always remember, coins with rich historical stories like the 1918 penny will always attract attention in the numismatic community. To conclude, the United Kingdom one penny of 1918 is far more than just a piece of old currency. It is a tangible slice of history, a rare collector's gem, and a strong contender in today's auction scene, even in bad condition. Its timeless design, wartime origins, and ongoing market demand make it a coin that stands tall among British numismatic treasures. If you own one or are lucky enough to find it, know that you're holding onto a coin that carries legacy, value, and significance beyond its worn edges. So keep your eyes open and your collections growing. This is one penny you definitely don't want to overlook. Next up, the United Kingdom one penny from the year 1917. This specific coin, even in circulated fine condition, has become a star in the auction world and is making waves with its increasing value in the international market, especially in dollar terms. So if you're a collector, investor, or just curious about rare historical coins, this is a video you won't want to miss. Let's begin with a bit of history and background. The 1917 UK one penny was minted during a time of great global turmoil, the First World War. Amidst the chaos of the battlefield, the British Royal Mint continued to produce currency that served both at home and abroad across the vast British Empire. This coin represents a crucial piece of history, linking us directly to the struggles, resilience, and economic efforts of wartime Britain. Made from bronze and bearing the image of King George V on the obverse, this coin circulated widely but has now become a treasure due to its historical legacy and age. What makes the 1917 one penny stand out are its unique features. The obverse of the coin features the left-facing bust of King George V, finely detailed even after over a century of circulation. The reverse shows Britannia seated proudly, holding her trident and shield, symbolizing the strength and power of the British Empire. The edge is plain, and the diameter of the coin is approximately 30.8 millimeters, which gives it a solid presence when held. Its rich bronze color, which often darkens over time due to oxidation, adds a vintage appeal that serious collectors admire. Despite its age, a well-preserved 1917 penny in fine condition still shows its intricate designs, making it a remarkable artifact of both numismatic and historical significance. When we talk about rarity and condition, The 1917 penny may not be considered rare in terms of mintage numbers, but what sets it apart is the current demand in the collector's market for coins in better circulated conditions. Many of the original 1917 pennies were lost, melted down, or deteriorated beyond recognition, which is why finding one in fine condition with visible details and limited wear is a rare opportunity. Collectors and auction houses are showing heightened interest in these coins due to their historical period, age, and the diminishing availability of quality pieces. The coin's historical link to World War I and its regal imagery make it a strong collector's item with continuously rising demand. Now, let's talk numbers. The current market value of the 1917 UK 1 penny in fine circulated condition has seen a noticeable rise. Depending on the exact preservation level, these coins are fetching impressive sums in auctions, especially in the United States, Canada, and European markets. On average, such a coin can command a price anywhere from $527,000, with some going even higher depending on collector interest and rarity in the given auction. The value continues to increase as more collectors add this piece to their collections and as fewer good condition examples remain available in the market. For collectors, there are several essential tips when looking to acquire or preserve a 1917 penny. First and foremost, always source your coin from a reputable dealer or auction house to ensure authenticity. Fine condition coins should have visible facial details on the king and clear outlines on Britannia. Store your coin properly, preferably in a temperature-controlled environment with minimal humidity, and avoid excessive handling to preserve its value. And most importantly, stay informed about upcoming auctions and market trends, because the value of this coin is actively climbing, making it not just a collector's prize but also a smart investment. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1 penny from 1917, especially in circulated fine condition, is more than just an old coin. It is a piece of living history, a reminder of an era that shaped the modern world. Its rising value in the global market, particularly in dollars, proves that it holds a powerful place in both numismatic and investment communities. If you're lucky enough to own one or are looking to acquire it, you're holding on to something truly special, a treasure from the past that continues to shine in the present. So stay tuned, keep collecting, and never underestimate the value of what may seem like an ordinary coin, because with a 1917 1 penny, the value is anything but ordinary. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of rare and valuable coins.